Hi friends, just finished a week here at the Big Dream program, and there's a lot going on in our membership site, always. But a big theme this week was something that I thought I would maybe share out a little bit more broadly, which is we all know what it feels like, or at least what we hope it feels like, to feel at home in ourselves. I think that's a primary aim for all of us, underneath all of the things that we try in life, do in life, attempt in life, is some version of just feeling more comfortable in our own skin, feeling more, not just comfortable, but feeling more at home in ourselves. So there's that. But there's also feeling perhaps more at home in our homes, or feeling more at home in our community, or feeling more at home in some way, external, outside our bodies. And some people are suffering terribly for lack of some of those things, and often through no fault of their own. And so it's a big theme, but a big theme inside the Big Dream program is the Big Dream program's it's all people who have a hell of a lot of interest, feel like they want to make a difference in the world. They want to channel some part of those interests to make a difference in the world, a contribution. But they have so many interests, they can't figure out which one is the thing. So that's the primary reason that the Big Dream program exists, and people are doing in there. But, underneath that, you perhaps heard me, if you've been following me for a while, you might have heard me talk about that, perhaps ad nauseum. But underneath that is something, bigger and more profound and also more simple, which is we're just trying to feel at home in our work. We're trying to feel at home in what we do. And, the first half of my working life, I felt definitely not at home in my work life. It felt like an alien environment most of the time, somewhat hostile by times. I worked with friendly people, but I just wasn't meant to be there, and so it was like being in the wrong climate for you or something. That every day is hard. Many years ago, lucky enough to find out, what I do like to do, and in particular, how to deploy it in such a way. That's a lot of what we do in the Big Dream program. It's not just what ideas you have to share in the world, but it's how are you going to deploy them? How do you channel them? How do you set them up in such a way that you feel at home in your life when you wake up on a Tuesday morning? An example of that might be someone who loves to cook. And so do they channel that? Do they deploy it through the form of opening a restaurant? Another person could love to cook and channels that through the form of teaching online classes to parents and kids about how to cook your own meals from scratch or something. That's a love of cooking deployed into very different ways. And one can make a person feel at home in their lives if they make the right choice of those two. We talk about hundreds in the Big Dream program, but ways that essentially we can feel more at home in ourselves, in our work, and I'm lucky enough to have found a way to construct that for myself. And how I found that became a workshop 18 years ago or something, and then the Big Dream program took off from there. It turns out how I constructed a solution to not having this, figured out in my life, to having it figured out in my life in one day, as it happens, became of interest, to other people, it appears. And I'm still doing it, and I love it. So anyway, the whole idea of being at home in our work, and how often have you had the opportunity to feel that? Is that something you would like more of? How are you approaching that? Or even just to think of that topic through those words can help. I think just so, am I at home here or am I not at home here? And what might need to change for me to feel that? Maybe that may even mean not changing your work, but changing how you deploy it or something. Anyway, I won't go on and on here. It's Friday and I want to take the rest of the day off. But I just wanted to share that topic that we've been talking about in here, and hope you have a good weekend. Take care. Bye.